I just want to have a special word out to my men folks. I know that y'all get out there barbecuing and making all that good barbecue, and it's so good. And listen, I think that lady friend of yours or your wife or whoever it is needs to be in the house making you some good baked beans to go with it. I have got 2 cans of just regular old pork and beans. Just regular old pork and beans. And I've got these big cans. So if you don't have many to cook for, you just do one of these big cans. You don't have to buy that one that's got all that stuff in it, because we're going to put all that stuff in ours. And it's going to be delicious. So what I'm going to do is go over to the sink with these 2 cans. And I don't want all this juice in it because I'm fixing to do something with it, okay? Okay, and just in case y'all are wondering, I like baked beans with a lot of stuff. I think it's great with fried chicken. I like it with ham. Here's a whole onion diced up and a whole bell pepper. We're going to doctor these things up, and y'all are going to not believe how good they are. Just get you some old cheap pork and beans. That's all you need. Put you one little, well, I used a big onion. Put you 1 onion in it. Drain your beans real good, y'all. And don't have any of that juice in there, okay? So I've got my onion cut up real small and my bell pepper. And it didn't take too long to do it either. Now my beans are drained, and I'm going to put them in there. All right. After you put your beans in there, we are going to add some barbecue sauce of your choice. Now, some people put meat in their beans, but I do not prefer it. I prefer to have my barbecue meat. All right, so why don't we say 3/4 of a cup. That's why you've got to drain it, because if you don't drain it, you're, what did I do with my spoon, y'all? What did I do with my spoon? Now, I just had it. Here it is on the floor. Why didn't y'all tell me I dropped it? Y'all are bad about not telling me stuff. Y'all gonna have to improve on that. Look at an orange one. Anyway, put you some barbecue salts in there, and then stir those onions and the peppers and the barbecue salts all over your beans, like this. This is such an easy dish. I have been to lots of parties where they would have what they called their baked beans, and all they did was heat them up. They just heat them up. There wasn't an onion, a pepper, or nothing in it. No bacon on top. Just plain old heated up pork and beans. Of course, I like pork and beans. But if I'm going to eat baked beans, I want all the goodie in it. Do you? You like goodie in yours? All right, so now I'm going to put just a dash of yellow mustard. I don't want much, but I do want a little bit. All right, there's a good tablespoon. Now we're going to put in our brown sugar in the baked beans. And I keep mine in a jar, and this is I think this is a 4th of a cup. Let me look. Yes, it's a 4th of a cup. I'm gonna put a 4th of a cup in there, and I'm gonna pack it down. I want it a good 4th of a cup. Put that in there. If you are diabetic, don't put the sugar. But you know that barbecue sauce has sugar in it too, y'all. So try to pick you out one that doesn't have much sugar content. Look in the back of it and read it and see. See which one has the least amount. All right, stir that up real good. Get that sugar mixed in good. And I am going to put just a little bit more barbecue. I can tell I need it. So I guess you could call these barbecue beans. But then when somebody comes to your house, they're not going to just eat a hot pork and bean. They're going to eat something that's really super good. Now, you're done, except putting it in your casserole and cooking it. And when you're cooking this, you want to know that everything in it is done except your onions and peppers, okay? So when it gets hot and bubbly and you think those onions and peppers are tender, then it's done. Put it in your casserole dish. And we're going to bake this. You can bake it on like 350 or 375 or something like that. A lot of times I'll cover mine and cook it on a lower temperature because I don't want it to get hard on the top. So I'll cover it with foil. Tonight, I'm not cooking this till tomorrow though. I'm just making it up tonight. I'm not cooking it right now. I'm going to cook it tomorrow. I'm going to cook it on about 350, 375, something like that. Until I know that my onions have gotten good and tender and my peppers. Spread that out. And I've got me 2 things of bacon to go on top so that bacon grease can just kind of go down in there. Okay, let's put our bacon on. I know I set it out here somewhere. Here it is, right here in front of my eyes. Okay, I'm gonna cover this with some plastic wrap, and I am going to put it in the refrigerator. And during that time that it's in the refrigerator, it can marinate those onion flavors and that kind of stuff, and then you can get it out the next day, and you got your casserole made, your baked beans. Now, wasn't that easy? You can't beat that. When we had the book signing this week, or Saturday, there were so many men there, and they're cooking, y'all. They're just doing all this fine cooking, and I'm so proud. I had my picture made with a bunch of them, and some really sweet ladies, and some young ladies, older ladies like me, and just a good variety of people. And Travis Martin family that we did this for was so grateful and so thankful. They just couldn't believe the turnout. It was huge. And people came. They came to the car show, and they came to listen to the bands. I was on the inside, so I got to listen to all that good music while I was signing books. So we're going to put this in the refrigerator and just cook it. And wasn't that easy? So it's really good, y'all. And just so easy. And I hope you will enjoy your baked beans and quit buying those that's already said baked beans and seasoned and all that. Just get you some old pork and beans and doctor them up real good. They'll be fine. Love y'all. Bye-bye.